Charlotte into the cover on Natalya. Charlotte's the NXT Women's Champion.
We are looking at a diva that is going to be making waves in the Divas division, whether it be here in NXT or in the WWE for years to come.
I just gave it all I had, and this means so much to me. This isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Call to me, call to me.
Whoa. The founding member of the beautiful Fierce Females, Summer Rae, is back on NXT.
I've been on Total Divas every week. I've been in Hollywood. Guys, you're welcome. I mean, I've been pretty much putting the BFFs on the map.
Look at this, look at Summer Rae.
She should focus on the match. She's so wrapped up in being a celebrity.
The friction between the BFFs pretty evident there at the end of the match.
Summer coming back just made it more clear that I can't trust anyone, including you. I'm the NXT Women's Champion.
For now you are. Summer is going to face Bayley to determine the #1 contendership for your championship.
The Summer Crush! Summer Rae is the new #1 contender.
Who would have thought me, the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship? And then when I win the title, you're gonna want to be best friends with me again, so I suggest you get used to the summer of summer.
Introducing first at a combined weight of 485 pounds, they are the NXT Tag Team Champions, Connor, Victor, The Ascension.
Welcome to NXT here tonight on the WWE Network, and there are the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions in history, The Ascension.
Diabolical, demented, from a different dimension, they are The Ascension. 295 days as tag team champions. And Renee, can anybody beat these boys?
People are trying. God, people are trying to beat these guys, but no success thus far.
They are getting so good, I think it's getting bad for business. There is no competition here that can even touch The Ascension.
You want to reign supreme, these are the guys.
And those are two frightening individuals.
Always impressed with the intensity that they bring, not only to the ring, but the entire building when they step foot in Full Sail University.
They're facing two local competitors here tonight, and you gotta wonder if it's just lambs to the slaughter, Alex.
Well, we don't know a lot about them, but we do know we wouldn't want to beat them, Rich. This is not going to be a good night for these local gentlemen.
Now, Alex, as you said, I mean, just the presence of the Ascension. You can feel the room change when they walk in.
And look at this. Look at Victor in complete control right in the beginning of the match, almost not even taking his opponent seriously. Look at him.
We very rarely ever see the Ascension not in control of the match.
Ooh, what a backdrop.
Amazing elevation. Alex, I had a chance to talk to the Ascension prior to the match tonight, and they said that, well, they just plan on having some fun. It's a bit of a cat and mouse game tonight.
Well, that's what they've been doing in the entire time they've been at NXT and NXT Tag Team Champions, it seems. Just having fun with their opponents. I mean, look at this.
It seems it's a little bit twisted to have that mentality. You just want to go out and have fun and toy with these people.
Well, you got to enjoy your job to be good at it, Renee. And they sure do love beating people up.
Uh-oh. This is not going to end well for this young gentleman.
Stalking their prey.
I would run. The other way. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Not smart.
Not a good idea. Oh!
Connor almost gave him the look like, are you kidding me? Is that all you have? And completely shook it off. in complete control at all times.
Certainly not a move you want to make. I mean, I understand that you want to fight for your right, but going up against Victor and Conor O'Brien like this.
Oh! Bloodthirsty NXT universe.
And guys, you get the feeling they could have ended it a long time ago, but they're not. They're truly toying with their opponent.
Well, it seems the Ascension have been lurking in the shadows. They've been sussing out their opponents and waiting for somebody to come up and challenge them, because as of late, they haven't had anybody really come after them. It's a serious threat. But then you look at the Vaudevillains. We've got Enzo and Big Cass. Now we're starting to get a bit of momentum in the tag division.
Seen this before.
Setting up for the fall of man. Surgical in nature, spotless in execution.
Another day as the NXT Tag Team Champs.
The NXT Tag Team Champions, Conor, Victor, the Ascension.
The cold-blooded, calculating, menacing Ascension. The NXT Tag Team Champions. What will it take to stop Conor and Victor?
Tonight we have the #1 contender and the NXT champion. Both of these superstars will be in action tonight on NXT.
And the women's title is on the line. The former BFFs square off as Charlotte defends her NXT Women's Championship against Summer Rae tonight on NXT.
Follow me into the jungle. Ain't no God on my streets, in the heart of the jungle. Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Welcome back to NXT on the WWE Network.
This match is set for one fall. Introducing first from his seasonal residence in Santorini, Greece, weighing 205 pounds. He's the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, Tyler Breeze. Poor Tyler Breeze. He's been out with an injury, a career-threatening injury due to hand modeling. Apparently, for some kind of hand lotion or something. Seems that he's had a hangnail. Not doing so well, but he's back. He is ready to fight.
Those hand models are a different breed from those face and body boys, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're a hand and wrist model, there is business to be had.
Look, this is a serious NXT superstar that we're looking at right here. A long time ago, people thought that he was just a pretty face, but he has proven himself week after week after week, and is now your NXT's #1 contender for the NXT Championship.
I hope that finger doesn't get in his way tonight.
I don't get hyped. Rich, what is it? I stay hyped. I don't know if there's a more infectious enthusiasm that pulses through Full Sail University than the one brought by that man right there, Mojo Rawley. Can you feel it?
Normally, I prefer more of a mellow human being to spend time around, but you can't help but feed off the energy of Mojo Rawley. He lights this place on fire.
I can feel it. I got goosebumps, Rich.
Hey, and take nothing away from the athletic ability of Mojo Rawley. I mean, this guy's a freak.
He's an absolute freak. This guy was so close to the NFL, and as soon as that was over, where did he pick to come? The house that houses the best athletes in the entire world, the WWE.
If you want to get involved in the conversation tonight on Twitter, hashtag WWE NXT.
And of course, follow Prince Pretty at gorgeous.
You've heard his song, right? Of course.
Of course I've heard his song. Are you kidding? It's like in one of the #1 music videos. Of course I've seen it.
But does anybody ever notice he's only got one look? Like, as a male model, you need like 5 or 6 looks. He seems to only have one look.
I think that you don't have much of a clue about what you're trying to. It's a great look. I think that once you develop your look, you got to work that.
Well, there's that taped up finger again, Renee, that you were mentioning.
A hangnail is a very ugly thing to have.
Yeah, you have it on good authority that it's a hangnail?
Yes, of course I know. I talk to Tyler Breeze all the time.
This guy, he's the #1 contender. Is he really going to sit out because of a hangnail?
When you care about your looks as much as this vain man does, of course.
Well, Rich, he's in a match
out of nowhere, the beauty shot.
Won.
Hook of the leg here. Wow.
Here is your winner, the #1 contender for the NXT Championship, Tyler Breeze.
This guy is your #1 contender for the NXT Championship, and I have not been more impressed with an NXT superstar as of late than he just took out Mojo Rawley in seconds, Rich. Seconds.
I haven't been as impressed with an athlete's music since Ron Artest had his album come out, My World.
Yeah, so much for that hangnail excuse, Renee. Mike Tyson. That was like a Mike Tyson fight. 6 seconds, bang, you're gone.
Tyler Breeze making quick work of Mojo Rawley here tonight on NXT. Speaking of #1 contenders, a few weeks back, Summer Rae edged Bayley for an opportunity to face Charlotte for the NXT Women's Championship. There is no love lost between these former BFFs, and that matchup is next.
New to WWE Network.
The Mega Powers, yeah!
The greatest rematch, Andre the Giant against Hulk Hogan. Macho Man against Jake the Snake.
Saturday night's main event.
For the first time ever, the event that changed the face of network television is available on demand. And it all begins with the groundbreaking episodes from the most influential decade in WWE history, the 1980s. Available anytime, anywhere, only on WWE Network. Saturday night's main event, the 1980s on demand, available now on WWE Network.
The following contest is for the NXT Women's Championship. Call to me, call to me.
Welcome back to NXT, and what a huge match this is. The NXT Women's title, guys, is on the line.
Strap the rocket ship to her back, send her to the moon. We got a movie star in the house.
Summer Rae is ready to take this Women's Championship and apply it to the Summer Rae method.
Summer Rae beat Bayley 2 weeks ago here on NXT for this opportunity tonight against her former BFF, Charlotte.
And I'm just so impressed with the way Summer Rae has approached her career in the WWE. She gives you the feeling that if she wants something, she's going to take it.
She takes it without any prisoners. She goes for it, absolutely.
She starts the BFFs, does a great job down here at NXT, leading them, teaching them, and once they got in her way, it was see you bye. I want the NXT Women's Championship.
You know, it's a dog-eat-dog world, and Summer Rae's wearing bacon pants.
And there is the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Guys, in Major League Baseball, there's a term called a five-tool talent, somebody that has everything that it takes to succeed in Major League Baseball. That is the same thing that Charlotte is here. She has height, size, speed, athletic ability, mic skills. She is the total package here at NXT and a strong representation of that championship.
Of course she does. She's a flair. It's born into her. It's in her genetics from day one.
Got a big limousine to fill.
Introducing first the challenger from Raleigh, North Carolina, Summer Rae. Her opponent from the Queen City, she's the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
And guys, this is what it's all about. That big X is up in the air, up for grabs. Let's get it going.
Huge opportunity for Summer Rae. And Charlotte, who has proudly held that NXT Women's Championship since defeating Natalya at TakeOver in May.
Now, even though Summer Rae, she's been on Total Divas, she's on Monday Night Raw, she's on SmackDown, do you think she's focused for this match?
Guys, look at this. Look at already the trash talk and the aggression. These two women want it.
Mocking the dancing.
Pretty good dance moves by Charlotte. Oh, man, look at here. Just an all-out catfight early on in the match.
If you ever think that these two women are going to be in a ring and not have it get catty, you're wrong.
Oh! I was going to say, that was a great strategy by Charlotte in the early going, trying to get in Summer Rae's head.
Oh, who did that get the worst of there?
I think both of them equally. Maybe Charlotte a little less, getting up first. Oh!
The NXT Women's Champion now just taking it to Summer Rae, and obviously no love lost between these two.
Yeah, and Charlotte's only second title defense tonight, so not an inexperienced champion, but she wants to hold on to this thing
Charlotte
for a long time.
going for the win right here, and a kick out by Summer Rae at one.
But that being said, she does have the leg up in having her defender be her former best friend.
Another quick kick out right there. Charlotte trying to put Summer away early on.
Working on that back.
There's the figure four headlock.
And Charlotte's such a great in-ring technician. Very hard to out-wrestle Charlotte on the mat.
Though I do think that Summer's time that she spent with Fandango.
And look at that figure four leg lock. Look at it wrapped around her throat. She's adding a little more leverage by pulling onto that ankle. Really putting Summer Rae in a bad way here.
I'm hoping
and now look at the detail on the top of the wrist. Just applying more pressure to her body.
Oh!
And again, Charlotte just ramming Summer Rae head first into the mat. The NXT Women's Championship is on the line. Can Charlotte defend successfully against Summer Rae? We find out as NXT rolls on.
You ever hear the guy's name who's Robert Wolf? Who's asking? A couple of suits said they were federal agents.
You got something you want to tell me? Just be straight with me, man.
You know something, Wolf? I'd have done the same thing you did. This is where it happened. Beat the scalp right off of him. Turned the guy into a maraca. Deserved it. I told you what would happen. I couldn't let him walk free.
You can't go around taking the law into your own hands now, can you?
this NXT Women's Championship match continues here tonight on NXT, and Charlotte still with that figure 4 headlock, just ratcheted in.
And guys, when best friends become worst enemies, it always makes for the greatest matches. Not only because there's true dislike between the two of them, but they're both so well scouted.
You're able to keep those in your back pocket and bust out whatever you need to secure the victory in a match like this.
I want to know what really happened between these two. Back in the women's locker room, a place that I can't get into. What is the gossip? What's going on?
Oh. Whoa! I mean, there's clearly a power struggle between these two women. But to vie for that spot, to be the top diva, not only within their own group, but at NXT.
So it's all about the spotlight, all about that singles championship.
Of course it is. That's what they're here for.
Here goes Summer Rae to the outside. A bit of a desperate move moments ago to pull down on that second rope, and Charlotte took a hard fall to the outside. New champion here, perhaps? No, quick kick out.
You know, Summer wants to obtain everything, be the movie star, be the TV star, and now she wants to be the women's champion.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Summer Rae. You have to have an ego in this business
to
accomplish things, and she has got a huge ego.
She's looking for that Triple Crown.
Did you hear that? I hate you, Charlotte. Oh, just the aggression and the intensity right now by Summer Rae.
I think she actually said, "I made you, Charlotte."
Is that what she said? I made you?
Which is even worse.
You don't think that Summer Rae helped to guide Charlotte along?
Foot right in the back of Charlotte. Summer Rae taking control here in this championship matchup. The NXT Women's title on the line. Summer Rae, the #1 contender, going for the win here. Charlotte again kicking out at 1.
And what would it mean for Summer Rae's career? A total diva, now a movie star, and now the NXT Women's Champion, and taking it away from Charlotte only after her second title defense.
It means everything to her. I mean, that gets her career exactly on the path that she wants it to be on.
More money, more fame, more fortune, more ego.
More red carpets, more blonde hair, more small outfits.
Charlotte trying to battle her way out of this hole. Like Summer Rae, oh, look at that. Shoulders down, and Summer Rae able to stay alive. Heads up move there by Charlotte.
And look at Summer. Look at Summer just countering everything Charlotte has. Leg lock going into the cover here.
Shoulders are down again. Charlotte able to power out.
And that's the thing about both of these women. They're both very tall. They're both very long. They use their limbs very well in submission holds.
Does it make it easier to face somebody that has similar body type to you?
I think it plays both ways. I mean, it's harder in one regard because they are so big and so strong, but you do know how to use your body against them.
Both competitors just trading slaps a moment ago. Look at Charlotte,
Whoa,
look at Charlotte, shoulders
one.
are down, and again Summer Rae able to stay alive in this championship matchup.
You got to think about all the animosity that's going into tonight.
Summer Rae just has such a mean streak through her right now. It's something we've seen since she came back from shooting the Marine Force. She just has this new attitude about her.
And as she should, she's a movie star. What do you know about being a movie star, Renee?
Look at this.
Very little.
Look at this submission maneuver by Summer Rae.
Half crab.
Look at Charlotte bit her.
Oh, she bit her.
Good.
Summer Rae still with that half crab locked in. Charlotte trying to fight her way out of it. Again, the NXT Women's Championship on the line in this matchup. The challenger, Summer Rae. The champion, Charlotte.
Whoa.
Shoulders are down here, and again, Charlotte able to stay alive.
As you said before, this is Charlotte's second time having to defend her championship, of course, previously against Natalya. No easy feats these times.
Look at this.
Oh, Summer Rae.
Could be
For
it.
the
Could be
title
it.
here, and a kick out. Summer seemingly sweet as a peach on the outside, but with a black heart.
I don't know what peach you're looking at.
Double clothesline there, and both competitors now down.
I'll tell you what, both of these women are so equally matched. What a match. Guys, a real test for Charlotte tonight.
Summer Rae caught. Roll up.
Oh!
Here comes. Oh! Summer Rae with a big counter for the championship. And again, Charlotte, the champion, able to stay alive.
I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful spinning heel kick put on Charlotte by Summer Rae right there.
Summer Rae looking desperate, Alex.
Yeah, she can't get frustrated. This is for the women's championship.
Ooh. Big clothesline there. Charlotte trying to put away Summer Rae and a kick out of 2.5.
Both of them have worked very hard to get
right
to this
back
position.
into the cover. And again, Summer Rae refusing to concede. She knows how important this matchup is.
What resolve and resilience out of both of these women here tonight, Renee.
I mean, how impressed are you with Summer Rae to come back to NXT and already having the #1 contendership to be vying for that spot?
Look out. Charlotte bow down to the Queen. Hook of the leg here, looking to retain the championship, and Charlotte is successful.
Here is your winner and still the NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
And guys, that's the thing about being champion. You got to prove it night after night, week after week, and that's exactly what Charlotte did tonight against Summer Rae. What a match, what a title defense.
Guys, let's take a look at what unfolded here in this matchup. And at one point, Summer Rae thought she had the championship won.
Oh! A fantastic spinning heel kick put on Charlotte by Summer Rae. And like you said, Rich, thought she had it in there. She needed to stay focused.
Look at that, Charlotte with bowed down to the Queen, able to put away Summer Rae.
It's going to feel so great for Charlotte to knock off her former BFF. What better way to retain your championship than to secure a victory over Summer Rae?
Where's the limo? Take me home, take me to the party.
Charlotte successful in her title defense here tonight on NXT. Adrian Neville faces perhaps his most dangerous opponent yet when he squares off against Rusev in our main event tonight on NXT.
That's a glitter blizzard.
She told me she's a graduate of the University of Glitz with a major in bedazzling.
I like this Alexa Bliss. Seeing a little tough side here.
Oh.
Wow! Look at the fight in Alexa Bliss. Good for her.
When I'm around, life is bliss.
Gather round, everyone, and witness the debonair devastation of such exquisite sophistication. Aided English, Simon Gotch, the Broad Villains!
I haven't been this fond of an act in a long time.
I tell you what, that truly old school announcement right there, that guy had some talent too.
I love it. Good attire as well.
And I know you're a big fan of this music here. Last time out here, you were bouncing around like Mickey Mouse on the tractor, I think you said, right?
Exactly.
I feel like we're on Venice Beach and they're shooting pumping iron.
Aiden English and Simon Gotch.
Tell you what a physique on Gotch, huh?
Both of them.
Till he works out. Where's that big unicycle? That big
with the big wheel.
The big bike, yeah, the bike with the big wheel. You have to think that's stashed somewhere around here.
I would hope so.
They call it a
Maybe
penny
it's under
wheel,
the ring.
penny wheel, I think. I don't know.
Their opponents making their way to the ring, the team of Kalisto and Sin Cara.
Oh, guys, there was some question who Kalisto's tag team partner would be tonight.
To say he chose wisely is an understatement. Kalisto and Sin Cara seems like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, and how about a clash in styles tonight, contrasting styles between the Vaudevillains and Kalisto and Sin Cara.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a little lucha versus old school strongman wrestling.
I can't wait to see how this plays out.
Well, it was 1 week ago that Kalisto promised the Vaudevillains that he'd have a new tag team partner after the Vaudevillains essentially chastised Kalisto for basically, picking the wrong tag team partner, in their words, at NXT TakeOver.
Well, he might have. I've gone back in the record books and back in the record books and back in the record books, and I don't think Kalisto and Sin Cara have ever tagged together. And that at times can be a distraction. You have to know your partner and know what he does inside that ring.
But to have these two men, to have them come together, both of them luchas, both of them coming from the same religion with the luchas, they are paired up and on the same page.
Well, I don't root for anybody that's not from the United States.
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? You cannot be serious.
Kalisto starting off against Aiden English.
Now, the three spikes on Kalisto's mats, one represents the Lucha Libre, one Mexican with the Americans, and the other one, WWE, the middle one.
The athleticism of Kalisto. Says he's always ready, and in fact, that's what the name Kalisto means.
I talked to Kalisto
Shoulders
and
down here, not a count.
And they're looking to create their own brand of Lucha Libres. They want to be the future of Lucha Libres, and that's what they're looking to do here at NXT.
Whoa! Look at Sin Cara. Check that, look at Kalisto. They're getting the masks confused, and here's Sin Cara making the tag in.
Are you guys rooting against the Vaudevillains?
Hey, I'm just calling it down the middle.
You can't.
Whoa. Look at the teamwork, wow! And Sin Cara going for the win here. Kick out at 1 by Aiden English.
Oh!
Echoed throughout the NXT arena.
It's hard to not be impressed by Sin Cara. I mean, everything that he's accomplished here in the WWE, look at this.
Look at that, crossbody, springboard off the second ropes, and now Sin Cara just unloading on English.
How much experience can he apply to Kalisto?
Teacher and student.
Sin Cara again. Oh, and a nice counter by Aiden English.
Aiden English was trained by the eccentric fight master, David Woolley.
Very smart right there. Very smart scouting counter.
Aiden English going for the win here and a kick out at 1. Now finally makes the tag to Simon Gotch. Using the 5 count to their advantage.
Simon Gotch may be looking to get in that ring, but he's actually not allowed in England for attempting to capture the Loch Ness Monster, but instead he got giant haystacks.
He just has all these grandiose claims.
I like this guy.
What a weird guy.
He attempted to capture the Loch Ness Monster,
but he got giant haystacks.
Ooh! Make no mistake, cover here, and a kick out by Sin Cara.
And guys, all kidding aside, incredible in-ring technicians. And they've proven it over the last 8 weeks, 4 weeks, when they debuted. They are fantastic, and they might, if they catch some momentum, give Ascension a little bit of a run.
They have a partnership like Abbott and Costello.
Simon Gotch going for the win there. Sin Cara able to roll through, and Gotch going to keep the pressure applied, but opportunity here for Sin Cara to get back in the match. And look out! Look at the strength of Gotch, but hold on! Sin Cara going for the victory. Gotch able to power out.
And every win's so important here at NXT, but even more when you're a new tag team and you're trying to gain momentum. Big night for the Vaudevillains here tonight.
I think it's a big night for any tag team right now with everything that we're seeing in the tag division. Everyone's looking for that spot.
Tag made, and in comes Aiden English.
Oh! Nice neck breaker.
Wow, that could be all right there. Sin Cara able to stay alive. Wow.
Oh!
And now English just unloading his fury on Sin Cara.
Yeah, Sin Cara got to find a way to get over to Kalisto. Got to create some space, make a tag.
Going for the win here, and again a kick out.
Seeing that aggression coming out of the artiste.
Alex, it seems like the Vaudevillains have done a nice job of grounding the aerial assault of Sin Cara and Kalisto.
That's exactly what you have to do when you face 2 luchadors like this, is do that. Keep it on the mat, keep it in the center of the ring, and they've done a fantastic job of doing that so far. Very well scouted.
What a nice mustache.
Maybe the opening that he needs to make the tag to Kalisto, but there's Aiden English right back at it. Not an ounce of breathing room. Oh! The legato leg drop. Going for the win here. Hook of the leg, and again, a kick out at 1.
And Aiden English doing a great job. That imaginary line between the two posts that are unoccupied, keeping Sin Cara on his side.
Cara, oh, look out here, going for the win.
Whoa!
And what strength! Wow! That took a lot out of Sin Cara, though, Alex.
Yeah, that's the thing about Sin Cara. He's very deceptively strong. You don't even understand how strong he is until you get in the ring and lock up with him.
He's trying to get that tag in there to Kalisto.
This is his
Let's
chance.
take
Got to get over there.
one more look at the strength of Sin Cara.
And look at that.
Wow.
Out of a guy that can fly and do that, incredible.
Simon Gotch back in.
Tag made, and here comes Kalisto flying through the air. Kalisto. Oh! That roll through Listo kick. Wow! Wow!
The athleticism of Kalisto
Going for the win
fascinates
here,
me.
Kalisto. Hook of the leg, trying to put away Gotch. And in comes Aiden English to break it up. Sin Cara sending English to the outside, and look out, Sin Cara with a dive through the ropes.
Tell you what, Aiden English doing a great job of making that save on the same page as Gotch.
Action continues here. Whoa! What a move by Kalisto! And Kalisto and Sin Cara with a huge win.
Here are your winners, Sin Cara and Kalisto.
What an amazing victory. And guys, perhaps another team now in the NXT Tag Team Championship hunt.
The hardest part about that is you just cannot prepare for athleticism like that. An offense that can come at it anywhere from Sin Cara and Kalisto is just too much for the Vaudevillains tonight.
I think it's a great decision for Kalisto to pair up with Sin Cara.
First time tagging.
Guys, let's take another look at this matchup here. Look at Sin Cara diving to the outside.
Putting his body on the line, taking out one of the Vaudevillains, and then back in the center of the ring. Kalisto doing a good job of taking out the other. I mean, you just can't prepare for something like that. 1, 2, 3, see you bye.
A frenzied, unorthodox attack by Sin Cara and Kalisto. A huge win here tonight on NXT. The NXT champion Adrian Neville has a huge test tonight when he faces the devastating force of Rusev in our main event on NXT.
The call has been answered. The descent has begun. Now, grab a front row seat as these larger-than-life superstars rise again. This August, the biggest event of the summer comes back to Los Angeles. In a maelstrom of malevolence, a vortex of vengeance, and a rain of wrath. They'll take your breath away for one night of epic proportions. SummerSlam returns to LA August 17th. What goes around always comes back around.
From Newcastle, England, weighing 194 pounds, he's the NXT champion, Adrian Neville.
It's our main event here tonight on NXT, and a big test for Adrian Neville, the NXT champion.
He's got that fire in his eyes.
Hey, what a well-deserved man of that NXT championship. But guys, if you notice, maybe he's kind of getting a little bit of a big head.
No.
Yes, he is a little bit.
He's a confident champion.
He snubbed me earlier.
Well, fair enough. What were you doing, wearing that suit?
Well, first of all, this is a great suit. You should try to, you know.
Yeah, I think a
at
lot of
least
people
put
snub you.
At least put a dress on out here.
I'm wearing a dress. You just can't see my legs.
Gotta
It's
walk
fine.
by me and put his nose up like you're just an announcer.
Ooh.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you are. I think
Maybe
that's
I'm being a
tough
little
pill to
sensitive. I
swallow.
don't
I
know.
think so.
Guys, has Adrian Neville faced such a dangerous opponent as the one he'll be facing tonight?
I think it's a very different opponent for him to be going up against. We've seen Tyson Kidd. We've seen him pairing up with Sami Zayn.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the ravishing Russian Lana.
Zdrasty. In America, you worship stars. Movie stars, star athletes, and even politicians. But stars fade. In Russia, we have heroes. Your American president is just a star, while my president, Vladimir Putin, he is a hero, not only of Mother Russia, but of the entire world. That man in the ring, you are just a star. And just like all these stars before you, you will burn out. Only you will fall to the greatest hero. Now, rise, America.
Please welcome, now residing in Russia, weighing 138 kilo, the recipient of the Gold Star Medal and hero to the Russian Federation, Rusev.
Rusev Fudria, Rusev Machka.
And Adrian Neville looking on as Rusev comes out waving that Russian flag.
Guys, if Lana doesn't care about being a star, what is she doing here in the WWE? She could always
She's
go back
here to
she could
win.
always go back to Russia and work for the government.
She's here to win.
Няма значение ти ли си или който и да е. Шампион или не ще ревеш, защото ще скъсам от бой. I am the super athlete, Rusev.
And guys, I don't care if you're the NXT champion and you're Adrian Neville and you are truly one of the best in the world, you have got to be intimidated of Rusev.
How can you not be? Look at the size of this guy.
Look at the control in his face.
You know, a lot of the
Perfectly
control is
calm.
coming from Lana.
There's that Gold Star medal. A high honor from Russia.
Of course.
And look at this guy. Everything that he's done since he's come from NXT up to the WWE, getting involved with Big E Langston, picking a fight with Big E Langston, and then beating him. I mean, the confidence of this man and all the confidence that he exudes is just incredible.
Well, Vladimir Putin is clearly a huge power source for both of them.
So one-on-one action here tonight. It is a non-title matchup, but Adrian Neville doing what champions do, guys. He is competing, and he is taking on all comers.
He's doing a good job in the beginning. He's got to stay away from Rusev tonight.
Two contrasting styles, just the brute power of Rusev.
How much does Adrian Neville have to adjust facing somebody like Rusev?
I was going to say, he can't just straightforward lock up with the man. He's got to try and duck and weave and stay away, or this could happen.
Oh! We've seen him in the ring before with huge men, but to see someone with the brute force of Rusev, we have never seen something like this.
Absolute barbaric attack.
And that's what you always get out of Rusev, just a dissection of his opponent, completely calm and in control.
He's Putin's #1 athlete.
And you're right, Renee, that's probably a lot to do with Lana. Lana keeping his anger at bay until she wants it released.
Lana is like Khaleesi with the dragons with Rusev. He only listens to her.
And look at Rusev. Alex, you just said trying to dissect his opponents, and that's exactly what he's doing to Neville right here.
Guys, you got to remember, this is the NXT champion, and we're only about Just pure aggression and a mean streak. Oh! This is the NXT champion, and Rusev has been in complete control from the moment this match begun.
Well, the question is Adrian Neville's star bright enough to withstand this relentless attack by Rusev? Oh!
Do you agree with what Lana said, that he's just a star and that he could fade away?
Absolutely not. This is the NXT champion. It takes a lot more than just chasing fame to get that accomplishment. I mean, you have to have a work ethic. You have to stand for something, believe in something, and that's exactly who Adrian Neville is. Although he did snub me earlier. But we'll put that in the past.
Neville trying to fight back. Oh! Comes Rusev again, but look at Neville getting the boot up.
And you notice he's doing a great job of attacking at a distance right now, staying away from Rusev and using strikes.
Oh, look at Adrian Neville going after the knee. Now that's smart, Alex, isn't it?
Chop the big man down. Here we go.
Uh-oh. Oh my, oh no, look at Rusev.
Unteachable, uncoachable strength. Look at this.
Neville trying to fight his way out of it. But Rusev, an impressive attack continuing. Look at Neville.
The speed and agility of Neville is what he has to use in this match.
Oh! Great missile drop kick from the top rope.
Guys, that's the only way he's gonna win tonight, is stay away, and he's doing a great job.
Lana clearly trying to get Rusev back in.
What? There's Tyler Breeze. There's Tyler Breeze. Adrian Neville. Oh no! Again, Rusev attacking like a feral animal. Adrian Neville, a little off balance, but able to get the leg up and a big kick, Alex.
Man, guy. What was Tyler Breeze doing out here? I mean, he was trying to take a piece out of the NXT champion.
I think it's clearly the #1 contender coming out to distract Adrian Neville and to make his presence known here to the NXT universe.
He's trying to get in his head, but look out, Rusev is down, and here goes Adrian Neville to the top rope. Red arrow on its way, but look out! And the referee calling for the bell. Tyler Breeze. Oh! The #1 contender to the NXT Championship, Tyler Breeze, interjecting himself in this matchup. And Adrian Neville could be seriously hurt. What a sadistic assault.
Come on, they're ringing the bell.
Neville tapping out. Rusev refusing to unleash the hold.
Rusev only taking direction from Lana, but I mean, if you're Tyler Breeze, you want 100% of your NXT champion. You want him to be at full go all the time. I mean, that's just a cheap shot.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to take advantage of a situation?
I mean, no. If you're a true fighter.
Adrian Neville winning this match by disqualification, but guys, Neville could be seriously hurt.
All part of the plan, Tyler Breeze.
The NXT champion, Adrian Neville, clearly in a compromised state, and Tyler Breeze further proving that he's much more than a pretty boy. He is a very real threat that Adrian Neville had better take very, very seriously.